Hey there, everyone, and welcome to what seems to be the final stop on the roadshow of Pain. I'm Adam.
I think I'm Biggie Nigo, but God knows it's been forever since I've been on this fucking podcast. How y'all doing?
I am Mrs. Diopson. Unfortunately, Mr. Diopson won't be joining us today just because he kind of crashed. But I'm kind of looking forward to this because I've had to kind of brush up on my Care Bear lore because it's been a long ass time since I um watched anything Care Bears related.
Now, Randall, was this made ironically or unironically?
Well, I'm Randall Frag, and no, this was made completely unironically.
Wait, they were serious when they made this?
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, and Eldritch Beings, I introduce you to Care Bears the Staring, a fan RPG about the fucking Care Bear.
Remember when bronies were a thing and like there was just like tons and tons of shit like that?
Yeah, and I know for a fact there is a My Little Pony tabletop game.
Oh, can we play that? Let's play it, guys. I want to be Fluttershy.
Fortunately, at least the Care Bears hadn't been like defiled by man children, or have they?
Well,
They probably have.
We're about to find out. That's for sure.
You know what? Let me check something.
And while he does that, it's a shuffle system RPG. I don't know what the shuffle system is. Was this personally created by this maniac here? Or was it an actual system? I don't know. I'm only familiar with the storyteller system, the D20, and West End's D6 style. Also, the company's name is Night Cannoli, I think. Night Cannoli Imaginations. Games from outside the box.
Alright, well, I'm not seeing porn on the first page of DeviantArt if you type in Care Bears.
That's good. But you know what's not good? The legal disclaimer is longer than the table of contents.
Holy shit.
It's longer than the table of contents.
I just want to point out something on the title page. The Night Cannoli Imaginations text is in the fucking Doom font.
I didn't even notice that. Coming soon to you on the Sega 32X at the gate of Carolot.
That's gonna be one hell of a crossover.
You know, there is probably a Doom wad that allows you to actually fight Care Bears.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
probably.
God.
Introduction.
So, after skipping the legal, that's longer than the table of contents. Introduction. Yep.
Care Bears: The Staring is a game of bright hope. The game, following the adventures of the mythic defenders of goodwill, the Care Bears, takes place in a world patterned after our own. A world of brightness. Oh, God.
Are you sure we're not reading a Manichaean text that's been translated to English?
And I never really like considered like Care Bears as mythic defenders of goodwill. I mean, they're Care Bears. They're not like some sort of superheroes.
Their whole point is they show up to children to make them smile.
Yeah, like they sound like they're like some like knight. They're like knights.
They're gonna.
They're a fucking logo for a greeting card company. That's literally how they started.
Oh, that's their origins. Interesting.
Well, this is most likely going to be like they're going to get the My Little Pony treatment, where like some retards make them more epicer, guys, even though it was made for little girls.
Oh, you mean they make it stupid grimdark and thus ruins any potential interest or entertainment you can get out of it?
Welcome to the internet, assholes.
Not to mention it alienates the initial audience for that, like which is little girls.
Yeah.
Okay, World of Brightness, it's almost identical to our world, only it's not shit.
Literally, that's the description. World of Brightness means it's our world, but things always turn out right in the end.
Crime rates are lower, the right person always wins presidential elections, so Ross Perot won in 92.
So what you're saying is Richard Nixon didn't resign.
Barry Goldwater served 4 terms.
And don't forget William Jennings Bryan's 5-turn presidency before then.
Okay. That isn't to say that the world of brightness is without trouble, but it is saying this. Smaller things constitute bigger trouble here. When you have any question about whether something that does or did happen in the real world did or did happen in the... Wait. About when you have any question about whether something that does or did happen in the real world did or does... Okay, happen
Someone
in the...
needs to reread that sentence, and it's not
Dis
you.
don do have doom.
In the world of brightness, ask yourself this question. Would the Care Bears allow it to happen? Would the Care Bears let Hitler rise to power?
Would Hitler's prevent 9/11?
I don't know. Captain Planet was rendered powerless against Hitler's pure hatred. That's an actual canonical thing.
Did the Care Bears stop 9/11? Did they stop Waco?
Did they stop the ATF from fucking it up?
They couldn't because, unfortunately, the Branch Davidians had their own power of belief.
Remember, the point of the Care Bears are they're supposed to make children smile. They're not defenders against... Well, they kind of are against evil, but it's like the evil that hurts others, like children mostly.
It's like they're
guardians
very
to
petty.
kids.
Why are we discussing Care Bears lore like we're a bunch of fucking losers?
If the answer is no, then trust us. That doesn't happen in the world of brightness. Unless, of course, an Uncarer is behind. Okay.
Adolf Hitler, arch
Uncarer.
What's
Uncarer.
going on? Why is this happening?
It sounds like a Scientology term.
This
Like
does feel like a
suppressive
cultist wrote
person.
it.
Okay, there's the resources.
So these are all of the things that they used. Oh, they used Lulu.com. That's a fun fact. That's the primo vanity press service you could ever use. If you feel like you need a book that's printed, you could just go to Lulu and they'll give you a PDF for X amount of dollars.
You mean Lululemon?
No, it's an actual website. Like if you ever want to try to publish your own book and you don't have a publisher that can do it, you could use it. It's again, it's a vanity press, which means the whole point is they take arrogant people's money. And that's how they usually make their money. They don't make their money usually by book sales.
Oh boy, the 2004 Anus Gaming Group, Ames
yeah.
Gaming Group, who put up with the initial brainstorm and first draft.
Oh
Of this
God,
game.
he locked them in the room. Like remember that scenario a while back I mentioned where it's like I lock you in a room. It's like here's Warhammer.
It's like here's Care Bears.
That's what this
I
guy
have a
did.
gun.
I have no friends anymore after doing this, but
What a monster!
here we go.
And have listened to me rant about it for all of a decade. So yeah, he's imprisoned like 10 people in his basement.
This is a
forces
man
them
who
to play
probably nowadays is in prison for something horrible.
I mean, there's a link to his blog, so maybe if it just suddenly stops updating.
Yeah, if it suddenly stops updating, you'll know what happened.
All right, Adam, do you want to get game concepts?
Sure. Game concepts. The game you are about to play is one in which you take the part of a carer, a Care Bear or Care Bear cousin, aka when we ran out of fucking bears. Carers live in the enchanted cloud kingdoms of Carolot and the Forest of Feelings, where they watch over the caring energy of the world, represented by their caring meters. They look like the scouters from DBZ. No, they don't. I don't know nothing about this anymore. Last time I watched this shit was when I was like 4. When the caring meter falls, it alerts the carers to someone tampering with the strength of caring in the world. Apathy is death.
Oh, I get it. So they're reptilians, and they're harvesting our Orgon energy.
Pretty much. The culprit behind such tampering is usually a foul uncarer. Then the team of carers, the players, embark on a caring mission to repair the damage done to the innocent humans the uncarer has manipulated. Finally, the uncarer is confronted by the raw power of the carers in the form of a Care Bear stare or a Care Bear cousin call. I don't even know what that means. In the end, since this is a world of brightness, good almost always prevails. The reason World War II happened is because Hitler had the Spear of Longinus.
The Bosnian genocide? The Care Bears were drunk. Care Bears don't care about Muslims.
Not since they did that to the Armenians. This video is banned in Turkey. This game is a role-playing game. This means each player takes the part of a character in the story, usually a character of their own design. Oh yes, my original character. This is going to be awful. And pretends to be that character. While this is much like acting in a play, role-playing has one crucial difference. There is no script. One of the players takes the job of narrator, the person who controls the opposition, moderates the rules, and in general, keeps things running smoothly. In order to play the game, you'll need a few things other than this rulebook. Copies of the record sheet for each player, or paper to record the information on. Pencils and pens, yada yada. The basics of... Oh, you need playing cards for this game. Yeah, you need at least one, preferably 2 decks of playing cards. Any standard deck of cards will do. You will need the 2 jokers for each deck. This game is best played with 4 to 6 players, including the narrator. While you read through this book, keep one thing in mind. Everything in this book is a guideline. If you don't like something, change it, just so long as the game is fun. Oh god, history. Who wants to take this fucking turkey?
I'll do it.
Oh, God.
I always got an A in my social studies class. Listen up, Cubs. This is important. Today, Uncle Tenderheart is...
Uncle Bad Touch Heart.
Uncle Bad Touch.
Uncle Tenderheart is going to tell you the history of the Care Bears. Oh boy, deep Care Bears lore. I know you don't much care for school and history, least of all, but I promise you, if you just pay attention to what I have to say, things will come into perspective. You may even learn some things that will change your lives forever. Are you ready?
None of us are ready.
I'm not.
Put that star buddy down, tons of bubbles. Yes, right now. Oh,
Stop
great.
fucking it.
You saved that for when behind closed doors like a normal person. Or you do it under the desk like a less normal
Bubbles
person.
is like the Care Bear future serial killer.
Oh, great star. Sometimes I wonder what you were thinking when you brought us the new generation. In the old days, things were simpler.
Why do you care about generations of Care Bears?
Why is this even a thing?
Things were so much simpler when we were greeting cards, mascot.
Okay, here we go. It all begins with the formation of the carrying energy. In the very distant past, humans, I think, call the even that granted the carry energy stream a Woodstock.
You mean that shitty fucking rock concert where people were raped and or beaten up regularly in the shitty, rainy fucking nightmare that was that concert?
No, I don't know what a Woodstock is.
I was thinking Woodstock isn't like the bird that is like Snoopy's friend in like Peanuts or something.
You know what would be
maybe.
better? We Care Bears came when the first hug was given. Wouldn't that make more sense or something? Or less be less pit?
Well, no.
Adam,
Think of it like this. Woodstock was actually a Slanishi ritual to summon the Care Bears are actually demons of chaos who were summoned into this dimension via the orgy of rock and roll and drugs that was Woodstock.
You know, that makes a lot more sense than what we're about to read.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we need to get back on track. No more distractions. We're going to be here for like 5 hours if we don't do this properly.
We're going to have 5 episodes of this book. It's going to be great.
But I tell you this much, it sure has made the world a much better place.
What did Woodstock do aside from show off a couple of rock stars who died like 2 years later because of drug overdose?
Maybe I'm starting too late in the story, too close to the end, or at least in the middle. Maybe you Cubs need to understand what came before. Yes, I think that is indeed what you need. Before Woodstock, there was trouble. The world was a darker place. Most humans didn't understand how to deal with each other. Bad people, actual humans with badness in their blood, went around the world making everyone and everything miserable. There were wars.
So wait, this writer believes the concept of sin is in the blood, What the
Oh,
parent does
boy.
also can be taken out on the child, for their line is tainted.
The sins of the father.
Oh, are we gonna get based Care Bears?
I'm just now envisioning Inquisition Bear wearing that fucking
No.
that fucking mask that the Spaniards have. That looks like the KKK hood.
Now they're
It's
saying
Silver
that,
Shirt Bear.
guys,
Looking belly belly.
guys, this is very serious. There were wars, big wars. Many people died. People who had a lot of love in their hearts.
Remember,
People
the
who might
world
have
of
made
brightness stopped 9/11, according to this logic.
people who had a lot of love in their hearts. People who might have made the world a better place. So something along
Hey,
the
wait,
line.
didn't Woodstock happen before? Did Woodstock happen before or after the Iranian-Iraqi war, where chemical gas was casually used against each other?
Before. Woodstock was the 60s.
Oh, so the Care Bears don't care about brown people then?
Oh my god.
But more like who cares, bears?
All right, so guys, people died. People that had a lot of love in their hearts. People who might have made the world a better place. So something along the line. When the last straw in a string of endless wars came about, people began to see the errors of their ways, and the lack of caring in the world finally started to make itself known. So the people
what you're
got
saying
together.
is caring energy is nuclear weapons. Because that's the big reason we stopped having massive fuck-off wars.
So people got together, people brought love and happiness and joy and flowers and song and dance, and they brought it all in one place, one moment in time.
Don't forget
and
the
in that moment,
Rohypnol and tears.
the great star looked down on the humans and said, after years and years of waiting, finally they are ready.
Wait, so you let them suffer for fucking millennia until just then? Until they had a shitty rock concert that just somehow had a lot more people appear than normal?
Adam, you don't understand. They weren't ready before, but now they are ready because they gave some love and stuff.
I don't know what's sadder, the fact that this is very likely the actual plot, or this guy actually
Adam,
put thought in making it.
Adam, where's the love in your heart?
Oh, that died thanks to 2020.
Caring energy. No one knows what exactly simulated the emotional energy of Woodstock to coalesce into caring energy. It's called chaos. No one, except perhaps the Great Star, aka the Slaanesh. But the effects of the event were wide-reaching and instantaneous. The conflicts brewing across the globe faded from thoughts.
That means that they
Crime-
still happened, they just didn't care anymore?
It's like, oh, we nuked Cuba. Nobody cares. Crime rates dropped. Some of the worst humanity had to offer simply curled up and vanished. So, like, Ted Bundy
Massive genocide?
the Care Bears are fucking Thanos. Like fucking Thanos snapped and Ted Bundy just dissolves. Somehow, the power of caring that had been created, or rather unleashed in the Woodstock event, had reached out and made contact. The Woodstock event. That sounds cursed.
That does sound like something. This would be amazing if, like, we were doing a Delta Green. It's like, that would be an event in a Delta Green campaign. It would.
We have to hunt the Care Bears.
Reached out and made contact with every human on the planet, opening eyes and widening hearts.
To the wiles of chaos.
Humanity had finally found its power, the one gift it had that could overcome any obstacle and vanquish any hardship. Humanity had found its heart.
I know something that could defeat it. Meteor.
But the advent of care.
They would make the meteor care and not hit the earth.
Yeah, if it was the TV show, it'd be like an evil comet that's like so frozen with loneliness that caring makes it warm up and it turns into like a beautiful rain shower.
The fact that you're actually putting thought into this makes me depressed that you're this much of a fag.
Well, what's more depressing, that or this, where this person is creating their own made-up lore to escape the fantasy world?
But the advent of caring energy was not the only change that awakened in the world that day, and the change that accomplished the caring energy stream was perhaps the single greatest threat to humanity of all time. Chaos. While new power and joy had been washed into the lives of mankind, the world over, new threats loomed in the shadow. These threats were the Uncarers.
Or in this case, a terrorist.
Oh my gosh, enough with your lame puns.
Beings whose very existence was derived from the occasional spaces in the world that the carrying energy could not reach.
So wait,
The
so it's Care Bears versus the Haunter in the Dark?
Apparently,
Amazing.
the first Uncarer was born that day, and his name was Darkheart.
Don't worry, he becomes a boy and starts caring for people.
Wait, just cut to.
Why are you spoiling it, Miss Adam?
Because it's from the
Spoiling a
1980s. Who gives a shit? Every
No,
person, every
I give a
baby
shit.
alive.
This Adam, the fact that you know this either tells us that you're a fan of the Care Bears and you wrote this, or that you're a big fan of the nostalgia critic.
Or it might have been I watched Care Bears when I was like 4.
Yeah, all right, so that you're gonna go for the fact that you watched this. I'll have to get the nostalgia critic to come in and help us.
A bad credit card.
Save us, Doug.
Now, little cub, don't cry. I know you've heard the tales of Darkheart. I know you've heard the legends.
The legends ever since Woodstock.
But remember, this story has a happy ending. Just like my massages. Darkheart.
Oh, no.
Darkheart was the beginning of a very long and dark road for humanity, but he never succeeded in his ultimate goal. After all, we're still standing here in Terralot, bright and safe. Darkheart immediately realized that his existence depended upon the destruction of those who fed upon the caring energy. Worse, his strength and power grew as he defeated the human spirit. His schemes were grand and deep, and before the first day of his uncaring life was out, he had already spawned new Uncarers, beginning the foundations of an army of dark beings who would threaten the caring energy of Earth for a lifetime to come.
An army of darkness.
But Darkheart's activities did not go unnoticed. Someone saw him, someone watched, and someone had a plan to protect the carrying energy stream. Someone we all know as the Great Star.
That's just you love that this. I can't even form words.
Like, who knew that Care Bears had such a deep lore?
Nobody. The people who invented Care Bears didn't put this much thought into it.
We're just gonna put a bear on a greeting card. Here you go, little Jimmy. It's 5 cents.
This is starting. I don't know. This is starting to go into cult territory. Like,
It went to cold a while ago.
Oh yeah, the Great Star watches over us. Shun the Uncarers. Purge them with fire.
Do you think this guy has a folder similar to how Scientologists have a folder for all those unpersoned people that they stalk and or plan to murder? Oh wait, they stopped doing that in the 80s when the government caught him out.
Oh no, they still do that.
Just not as often.
Yeah.
So the Great Star, he may be great and unknowable, but the Great Star has ever been the champion of caring energy. He waited 1,000 lifetimes for mankind to progress to the point where they could begin to feed the caring energy stream with their own compassion and happiness. Because, God knows Grug the caveman doesn't know how to fucking care for his, mate wife and kids. I mean, the fucking Romans, they don't care for anyone. They just care about drinking wine. The fucking works of Shakespeare, despite all them love sonnets and fucking Midsummer Night's Dream, didn't fucking care about any of that already made.
Well, no. They had the care, but the world didn't have the appropriate care level. Is what it is. Those were merely glimpses. They didn't.
So
have
what you're
enough
saying
power.
is humanity. One human actually has a little to no caring ability. But we needed a massive population boom to generate the number of fucks given to give the Great Star the ability to create his Eldritch Angel Watchguards.
Now you understand.
Yeah, pretty much.
The more we go through this, the more it does sound like the fucking warp. Think about it. It's coming off to me that they needed numbers. not amount for each person.
Yeah. Well, maybe Darkheart is actually the God Emperor. This is all biased history by chaos cultists.
That actually makes this a lot better. When the moment finally came, he was outraged at the existence of Darkheart and his uncaring spawn. How dare people not care all the time? Fun fact, if you try to care too much about too many things at once, you burn out.
Oh yeah, codependency.
So the Great Star wants everyone to be codependent on his army of immortal fucking fluff monsters.
Also that he can feed on our caring energy.
Like a vampire.
These are reptilians.
The lizard
Reptilians
people.
disguised in fluffy suits. So the Great Star created protectors for mankind. He created Care Bears. It began with Proud Heart and True Heart, the first Heart family and cousin family carers. Born of all the best of humanity, the Great Star sent them after Darkheart, but they were not powerful enough. Darkheart drew on decades of ill will within humanity. Humanity has thousands of years of ill will. Thank you very much. While the carers had only the newness of caring energy stream to feed their powers. The first family. So the Great Star intervened a second time, giving unto the carers the first generation. Oh god, this is reading more like a Bible script the more that I read this. This was 1982, the first year of the first family. But while the first carers waited patiently for the first family to grow up and take their place as defenders of humanity and caring, Darkheart schemed in the darkness, hiding and waiting for the Uncarers he had created to turn the world to shadow and ash. The first true threat to Carolot came early in the career of the first family. The cousins had been hidden away in the lost kingdom of the Forest of Feelings to prevent a sneak attack from Darkheart. Wait, what?
What?
I think this is the Darkheart movie.
Yeah, I think
This is
so.
the first in the Avengers trilogy.
the Care Bears cinematic universe.
Oh god.
Oh god, you know that's gonna be the next concept they come up with.
Probably right before mass suicide of everyone in Hollywood.
God,
Oh,
we can only
thank
hope
God.
so.
And
not before the Gundam live action movie comes. It's gonna be good, guys. Just
no, they
wait.
made that. It was called G Savior, dude.
No, there's another one coming.
Alright.
It's gonna.
I know it's gonna be good.
It's
Don't
gonna
you
be like
worry.
G Savior 2, Electric Boogaloo.
All right, now let's get back onto the topic of the Care Bear cinematic universe.
And not knowing of their missing brethren, Carolot's carers were unprepared for the damage that the Tome of Dark Sorcery worked upon the world. Tome
Yes.
of Dark Sorcery.
Scribed by the mad monk Abdul al-Hazred.
Yeah, I was about to say the fucking Necronomicon is
Written by Abdul al-Hazred and then graffitied over by a drunken and insane Heinrich Himmler who found it in a fucking boot sale in Turkey.
Do you think? Do you think if you lose your sanity to the Necronomicon, the Care Bears can use their powers to heal you from the insanity?
No, you just burn apart because the Care Bears are pure evil disguised as good.
They're like the Yith, is what you're saying?
Probably. The mission of caring. The Tome of Dark Sorcery was an enchanted book that worked its uncaring will upon it. Oh, he's literally just giving us the summary of the fucking movie.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I thought his name was Cameron, not Nicholas.
Why does this matter?
It doesn't.
It matters to the followers of the Great Star.
Which this guy is the first founder of that same cult.
Religious wars have been fought over whether the young boy's name was Nicholas or Cameron.
Not all of the playtesters came out of that room alive.
I don't know. Maybe I just have a shitty memory. I'm not sure.
Or maybe it's because you haven't seen it since like 1994 or something.
None of this matters. Nobody cares.
So anyway, when the carers rose to the challenge of helping save Nicholas and defeating the Tome, they also found their missing cousins. Thus began the true task of the carers. They turned their eyes to the earth and remained ever vigilant, waiting patiently for the next Uncarer to strike, for the caring energy to falter and the defenders of the caring to be called upon them. For years the mission of caring continued. The humans were defended from the dark descent of carers, blah blah blah. Then Darkheart returned. His spell's powers nearly destroyed Care-a-Lot, damaging the carrying meter, and almost engulfed the world of carrying energy stream and shadow. Oh yeah, that's like the second movie, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
there
all
was
use
a
it
second
for-
movie?
This was also when the Shinra Energy Company tried to tap into the caring stream for power.
Oh yeah, there's like that Professor Coldheart person. I remember that.
Yeah,
Like,
and
she was like sucking the energy out of children.
I'm just now envisioning like one of the Care Bears
Wait,
using a
wait,
Buster
wait,
Sword
this
to
is the-
fight a giant robot. It's so dumb.
Mrs. Diopsid, are you saying that she was sucking children?
No, she was sucking like she had this machine that sucked all the energy out of like
Oh, she didn't do
children.
it personally.
She had a fuck removing machine. The amount of fucks given dropped dramatically during her reign of terror.
I remember that traumatized me as a kid because I thought like, oh no,
Well, I mean,
she's
child
not-
rape. What? I mean, to be fair, child rape is pretty traumatizing.
yeah, she's just like throwing kids into a blender to harvest their energy.
No, it was like a tube or something if I remember right, and they're like, "Ah!"
because they would look like they were like seizing.
They were having like a stroke, and then they just came out like zombies.
I know it that scared the crap out of me as a kid. That was like that's like the episode I most vividly remember from Care Bears.
Unfortunately, unfortunately that did nothing to me because by that time I saw people's bodies explode in the mist of the North Star, so that meant nothing.
Keep in mind, I was a very sheltered child.
Keep in mind, my dad was not the best at managing what I watched as a kid.
All right, we need to learn more about this deep.
Well, anyway,
plot.
Darkheart eventually gets stopped by the power of fucks given, and he becomes the first converted carer. Basically, he joined their gay little cult.
The cult of caring.
Yep, the cult of caring. And when he went away, the remaining Uncarers went to hide and began making new schemes. And then I don't know anything about this new generation stuff because holy shit, why?
God, the deep lore.
Oh no, we're apparently playing the new generation.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're the heroes of this story.
So anyway, yeah, 30 years of peace. In those years, more carers began to uncarers rose up to be vanquished, but the first family grew old. So we're gonna play the next generation. I'll read this bit because it's really fucked up. The great star listened to our cries. He listened to our pleading for new blood, his new life to take up the mission of caring. The time for me and the rest of the first family to protect mankind is at its end. We've left you a brighter world, a new world, with new possibility and new love. One day soon, when the new first family is gone and the new generation watches over Care-a-Lot on Earth, you'll understand. The burden of caring is now yours. And that's like right before you get taken to the sacrificial chamber to murder one of your own for the blood sacrifices.
This sounds like an ancestor line. Welcome home, such as it is.
It does. Didn't it? It feels like that.
Waylon Jones, is that you?
Creating characters. That fucking hard over the eye.
It's pretty obnoxious, yeah.
Now that you learned about how the Care Bears came to be, it's time for you to make your own OC. This chapter will provide you with the steps necessary for the creation and the care of a characters. We will walk you through the construction process step by step until you have your own very own carer.
This almost reads like a list written by a serial killer about how to make a new person out of the stapled parts of the old. Like step 1, use the remaining body parts from your previous victims, the ones you like most, and assemble them into a human shape.
Guys, I need to know how to make my own Care Bear, so you shut up. All right, by selecting, choose your name. By selecting a colorful, heartwarming name for your character, you help important decisions about your character's traits, powers, extra, family, and more. Think of the Care Bears names mentioned in this book as a guide for how to create your own.
All 3 of them.
Care Bear. Draw your Care Bear. in this
I
provided illustration
got a
box.
name. Heroin Bear.
Oh no,
Meth bear.
no.
To represent
Stoner bear.
to represent the
Oh.
massive amount of boundless energy that the bear has.
How
What, you
about
thought he was a
Stoner?
meth head? No, he just uses that to stay up all night to watch all the care meters.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys.
I've been
Guys,
sleeping 5 years.
Yeah,
Guys,
and like his polar opposite is Stoner bear.
guys, you're ruining this franchise meant for little boys and girls to give them hope and dreams.
I
well,
don't think they've
well,
made
we
a
need-
Care Bear product since the 90s, though, have they? Aside
Well,
from like dolls
wait,
and shit.
Nate, we also need Booze Heart Elephant, who's a
Ele-
pink elephant.
No, I'm sure
It's like-
they still.
No, Spirit the elephant. He's a pink elephant with a big bottle to get it past the sensors.
All right, so we're going with heroin. So are we gonna make heroin bear?
We're gonna make Spirit the elephant,
All right,
the pink
all right.
elephant who is powered by vodka.
All right,
Well,
Spirit
actually,
the
there
elephant.
was a pink elephant in Care Bears. His name was like Lots of Heart.
Oh no.
Oh, they
Oh,
made
yeah.
a fat joke. I think we can make an alcohol joke in response.
Maybe that's Lots of Heart Elephants is like
Dominic.
broke brother.
It's like, hey boy, could you loan me $5? I need vodka.
He needs booze.
Booze is the only thing that makes me care in this world.
All right, so a
Gotta
drunken
do my
elephant.
job.
Now, guys, we got to draw your character. Provide in the illustration box a picture of your care. Be sure to pay close attention to the emblem, as this dictates
Okay,
your
Is he
family
writing
and
for a
this is your
13-year-old
career
audience
power.
from DeviantArt?
Yes.
I'm opening up MS Paint right now.
All right, good.
Okay.
All right. Now, while you do that, we'll read the rest. Choose a family. Look through the family description in the book and choose one that sounds most like your character you are creating. Once you have selected a family, you must note the bonus power, and if you haven't already, finish your emblem. Choose a hue. Well, it's already pink.
Yep. But you got to pick a color to find the... And I think hues actually give bonuses too, from what it looks like.
Once you've selected a hue, make a note of your act of encouragement killer to illustrate your verbiage. All right. Assign hearts to traits. All traits begin with 1 heart. All careers except dual family careers may add 1 heart to their choice of 1. Assign hearts to power. Each care receives 5 hearts to divide amongst 4 powers. Most carers receive a bonus heart for the use in a specific power based on their family. Rainbow family cares may add a heart onto the power of their choice.
He's ripping off the White Wolf system, because the next one is extras, which is 7.
The maximum power is 3 hearts. Remember, you must take at least 1 heart and create, and only cousin family careers may take improve. Assigned hearts to extras. Each care receives 7 hearts to divide amongst their choice of extras. No more than 1 extra may be taken at the 3 heart level. Remember that all carers must take at least 1 heart in belief, and no carer may bring with their hearts in the converted career. All extras have parts. I'm losing my voice, guys.
I don't blame you. Just this
is-
last one, and I can take over again.
This is slowly killing me.
Oh, it is killing me because I've been battling with a very minor nosebleed for the past 20 minutes.
That's the power of carrying it into you. That's because you're an uncarer, and it's revealing you as the fucking NWO lizard you are, you uncaring bastard. You carerist. All right. For example, choose a quirk related to your name and emblem. For example, Grumpy Bear is always grumpy, and his quirk is grumpy, while Secret Bear can only talk in whispers. These quirks help flesh out your character and make him a unique Care Bear. The strange. So, like, his quirk is drunk, right?
Yeah.
Spirit the bear, he slurs and he can't speak English good.
Sure, he's drunk. All right. Now, quick. Okay, here's an example that we can use to help us with our.
Yep. Let's follow someone through. Okay, we're going to go through the character construction process. First, you got to get your knives and equipment, and then you got to get a bunch of bodies. Oh, wait. Wrong construction process. So the volunteer or the test subject is Tasha. She's new to the game and very excited about constructing her first carer.
Oh no.
Oh no, he abducted children for this. Tasha considers the name for her carer carefully and finally determines that she wants a carer who helps people fix broken relationships. Oh, this is even getting worse. Her carer will be named Heartmender. Tasha cobbles together an emblem for her carer and decides she wants a bear, so she draws a rough sketch of Heartmender. Her emblem is a compass with the heart markings and a heart-shaped arrow pointing north. Tasha sees that based on her emblem, she's a good fit for the Hart family. Not only that, but the leadership and organizational skills of the Hart family sounds like the perfect match for Heartmender. Tasha loved the color violet since she thinks action compassions are right up Heartmender's valley, so she chooses the violet hue. I kind of like how this construction process, everything's going right. Like, there's no difficulties or whoopsie doopsie, I picked the wrong fucking hue or something like that.
Yep.
When it comes time for Heartmender's traits, Tasha fills in 1 heart for each trait. Now she has to choose which trait gets the extra heart, and for her, it's no contest. She wants Heartmender to be very observant, so the extra heart goes under there. For powers, Tasha knows Heartmender has to have at least 1 heart in Create, which she gets for free as a Heart family carer, and can't take Improve or Sorcery. She chooses Intuit for 2 hearts to represent heart blah blah blah, then a single heart in Hideaway in case she needs to hide. Last 2 hearts, since she's limited to 4 powers and doesn't want to increase her other 3, she chooses to put 2 hearts in Clear Sight. That way she can be certain that no Uncarers can trick her. Tasha decides she only wants 3 extras, so she has 7 hearts to work with. Heartmender should be able to affect change in all kinds of people, so they put 3 hearts in Belief, meaning she cannot have another extra at the 3 heart level. Tasha wants... Huh?
Not to be a cynical asshole, I mean, we're adults, so we can keep track of this shit, but do you think this is a little too much for children to keep track of?
I don't think this person thought that through.
I don't think this was even meant for children.
Because I'm just thinking, because like the most advanced game I was ever able to play when I was a kid was like fucking Clue.
Yeah.
Like, if I was gonna do this with kids, I'd probably have like good. They would just create the character, and then I would just roll, like an everyone is John sort of situation. Where it's like, what are you good at? What are you bad at? What's your quirk? And then we roll the dice, and if it's what you're good at, you do. If you get a 3 or above, you succeed. Like, everyone is John would actually work pretty well with a kid. You just change it to be more family friendly. So anyway, after putting a bunch into Belief, then there's a mode of conveyance. So Rainbow Rescue. I don't even know what conveyance means, by the way. He assumes that we instantly know this, like we're also weirdos who know this series as well as he does.
Well, it's probably just using big words that he don't quite understand. Maybe we just don't understand in general, because I don't know shit.
I know what conveyance means. It's to get across with something. It's just I don't know what it means game-wise.
Maybe it's like to convince like somebody, hey, yeah, do good. Give a care.
Lastly, she gives Heartmender Bear 2-heart stereoscope to help locate any carrying crisis that comes up. That's it. Her first care is done. Now it's your turn. That sounds almost like we're about to get pulled into the final initiation process.
We're gonna get pulled into the chalk zone.
Yeah, we still have yet to finish Spirit the elephant. Let's see what families and hues that would fit him.
Spirit the elephant. Families and hues. Okay, every carer is a member of a family and possesses a hue. These defining characteristics of a carer are outlined in this chapter. Family. Carer's family is the larger subgroup of carers they belong to. There's 6 basic families. They each have certain characteristics that unite all its members. Every family has a certain shape or device incorporated into its emblem in some fashion. Furthermore, one family cousin is composed of non-bear animals, while all other families are bear only. The game effects for your family are limited to a special advantage unique in your family, as described in the family entries below. Yada, yada, yada. We're just going to pick one of the 4 families. So, Smiles. This Smiles family is composed solely of bears, so Spirit can't be that.
This here's the Sundown family. We don't like your types here.
Well, one of the youngest families, their power is often bound up in the inspiration of happiness and joy in others. Smile family carriers tend towards the yellow range of hues and are often reluctant to use flashier or showier powers. Basically, they are bears. They usually have a smiley face. They get a thing called Inspire. And they give an example called Funshine. I don't know what that means. I just know that's a bear. Then there's the hearts. They're bears. They're the ones that care and have the compassion and stuff. Tenderheart was one. Hope you don't mind if I skim ahead because we know that
Yeah.
Spirit is none of these. Stars. They're also bears. Also Nemesis hunts them down every night.
These are all bear-only families.
You can't live or care a lot. You gotta live in the woods, you fucking elephant. Get out of Care-a-Lot, you dirty not bear. Great Star commands it.
Okay, so they can only be in the Cousins family. Because this is apparently Care-a-Lot is segregated.
Care-a-Lot is segregated according to the will of the Great Star.
You gotta go to the ghetto.
Which is the
so
forest.
much for like so much for no racism.
So much for this world being brighter. So we're not rainbows. Nope. Dual. Nope. Here we go. The cousins.
This here's the sundown cloud.
The cousins family is a catch-all family made up of any non-bear animal. Growing larger by the year, cousins must rise above their limitations. What would be...
Why?
They have to rise above their limitations, so even the author's racist against them.
So they're separate but equal.
Oh no!
What with being unable to contribute to a Care Bears dare in order to spread their own unique brand of caring to humanity, cousin family carers have access to powers unknown to bears and find themselves in all hues, in all manners of affinity. All cousin family carers have emblems featuring a heart of some sort, so they need a heart. Therefore, the word heart always appears in their names. Examples of cousin family carers include Braveheart, the lion, Brightheart, the raccoon, and Cozy Heart, the penguin. The first power a cousin family carer learns is Improve. Since this power is only knowable by cousins, the mastery of Improve as a power is something most cousins take upon themselves as a matter of pride. Improve is the bonus power of all cousins. I don't know what Improve means, but they got it.
Improve as in like the robust.
The current leader of the cousin family is Braveheart. Because of their diverse nature, cousins fit poorly in the hierarchy of Carol.
They're the untouchable cast.
They are.
They are the untouchables.
My God.
But in their homeland of the forested feelings, the cousins believe in distribution of responsibility based on ability and merit. So, no nepotism allowed, motherfuckers. In the ghetto, you gotta do your part or do nothing. Get the fuck out. So the cousins are actually the most hardcore. They actually care about if you're good at what you do.
Not the class-like structure of family stratification. They're communists.
They are.
They're gonna bring the revolution to Care-a-Lot.
Well,
many believe the cousins to be pale imitations of the Care Bears.
Well, I don't think really they were never like that in like the show. They were always like, in fact, like some of them were even more popular than the bears.
Yeah, I remember Braveheart being really popular, for example.
Yeah, or like Swift-Heart the bunny, that was pretty popular.
On top of that, the
Penguin.
Care Bears themselves, they didn't treat them like shit. They were just like really surprised that they had allies and friends and a family.
Again, the fact that you guys know this speaks volumes of you people, and I don't want to.
I watched the movie and some of the cartoons as a little child. What do you expect?
The fact that you admit that means you have to kill you.
But
Adam, you have to kill yourself. You have to
I
do an
know,
armor killing.
like at least with
And
me
you
and stuff,
unironically
like,
watch My Little Pony, so you're joining me in that fucking rope swing, dude.
Well, that's because it's it's pretty manly,
No, you need to join
No.
me in that rope swing, dude.
We have our own 4chan board,
We're gonna do a massive flip off the fucking Empire State Building, dude.
Also,
We're-
the original character art is done.
Oh, let's put that on this camera.
Why is this happening?
5 minutes in MS Paint.
You need to put a heart on the fucking mug.
I'm scared.
On the mug on his stomach. Because all of them gave me hearts.
I'm very scared. Mom, pick me up. Oh no, Adam's dying.
Oh shit, I should have put him in like a pair of stained underwear.
I think Spirit's gonna be our mascot from now on. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. I can't stop laughing. Okay. Okay. Woo. The hues. The hue is the formal name for the color of your carer. Color is very important to a carer because it represents their basic nature. This is going to be interesting. Furthermore, whenever a carer solves a caring crisis by inducing acts of a specific emotional nature in the affected humans, that carer receives a bonus. This mechanic is in place to reflect how different personalities of carers are better suited to different types of caring. Under very rare circumstances, a carer's hue may change due to in-game events. And the different hues are, there's the reds. Red includes acts of encouragement, such as helping a person see the bright side of life. Pink is act of kindness. So Spirit is very good at helping people see the value of alcohol.
I make you feel. I give you courage.
I give you courage to be kind to others. Here, take a swig.
And I also make you not feel bad when you beat your wife.
Or it might make you feel bad if you don't already. On top of that, if you got a toothache, a little bit of that will help until you go to the dentist.
You can drive. You're fine.
No, that's his version. His power is like he can become the designated driver instantly because his like, I don't know, pink cloud that has an elephant, like the pink elephant car he drives, could go through solid objects. So even if he can't drive worth a shit, he's not gonna hurt anyone. So he could be the designated driver, and he knows where you go, and he knows where you need to go. All right, and orange is acts of selflessness. That's helping people learn to think about others before their own. Yellow includes act of joy, light green is act of hope, and dark green is act of perseverance.
Oh god, the gray range.
You mean the neutrals? Because that's the term for that. No, that is an actual term. It's also called earth tones.
Yeah, but there's like black in there, and I never seen like a black Care Bear. Like, they just don't exist.
Oh, that's because they're sent to the forest in exile along with their cousins.
That's what I was about to say. They were put in the back of the show.
They were put into the back of the forest, where the back of the show already was.
Oh no.
By the way, black, act of self-sacrifice, helping a human to see that sometimes the only way to solve a problem is to give up your own involvement in it. Translations, all the black bears kept sacrificing themselves to their dark gods. That's why you don't see any. As for the blues, there's act of nobility, act of initiative, and act of compassion. Then gray includes dedication and reason, and then self-sacrifice. Here's my question. They have orange. Oh, they don't have a purple.
Oh shit, they don't.
Why don't they? They have every secondary color but purple.
What about
we have
Violet?
a Violet, but like
Violet is purple. Whoops.
Yeah.
Sadly, we do not have a puke green. We also don't have brown.
We don't have brown bricks.
We don't have brown. Why? Let's see. They do have
This
dark
isn't
and
a
light
very
blues.
good.
I'm just trying to think what other colors they don't have. They don't have green blue. Or
They don't
yellow
have
orange.
rainbow
We don't have
either.
beige. What about beige?
Salmon?
Salmon, that's a very pale pink.
They don't have translucent.
They don't have the metallic colors. Where's our metallic Care Bears? They could go to
Where's-
war with the chromatic Care Bears.
I'm ashamed because we don't have a gold character because I can't make my own character golden shower.
That would be That would be yellow, probably. Acts of joy. Acts
Nah.
of joy.
They're the Care Bears on a watch list.
They're not allowed anywhere within 100 feet.
Jesus God, this is a great night.
We got a lot to go, but I think we can still keep going for a little while longer
Yeah.
because this is getting better.
Traits and powers. Every carer has a combination of parts on their character sheet representing their innate characteristics, traits, and their special abilities, powers. Both of these two vitally important parts of a carer are more fully defined in this chapter. Traits represent the basic abilities of a character. Traits are the one thing that all characters, be they carer, uncarer, human, animal, monster, or unknown. Were there monsters in Care Bears?
There probably were,
I
but I don't remember.
think so. The only like monster I remember is like that bat dude with like that girl that screamed a lot.
You mean Batman?
Oh shit!
No,
I
he was like
remember
some
that.
sort of bat person thing that was like really fuzzy.
And I'm pretty sure, wasn't that supposed to be an uncarer or something?
Yeah, like his
guess.
name was like Burble, I think.
Again, I like to use the name a terrorist. I've ever had.
I also like how there's unknown. Also, since there's monsters, you know what we could do? There's a book I found a while back called Giant Monster Attack. So you could have Care Bears versus giant monsters.
They got to give King Kong a Care Bear stare.
They gotta teach King Kong how to share all the bananas on Skull Island with his other monster friends.
He has to learn to care for the native inhabitants on his land.
They Care Bear stir Godzilla so that Godzilla can remember to look after their son.
There are 6 traits, and they are divided into 2 broad categories: physical and mental. Physical traits: strong. Okay, blah.
Strong,
it's
fast,
strength.
and tough. Pretty much evident.
Mental traits are smart, nice, and observant, which is intelligence, charisma, and wisdom.
Yep, basically observant is kind of like your perception. If we were doing the special a la Fallout, that would be your perception. Oh, here's the powers, and here's what they do. So the powers include create, inspire, intuit, invent, sorcery, improve, bravery, leadership, clear sight, and hideaway. And they represent the special abilities each carer has. Powers are skills that allow a carer to manipulate caring energy in order to make the task of completing the mission of caring easier. Now it's starting to drift into Naruto almost.
What would Spirit have?
Well, okay. So create,
bravery
inspire.
bravery because of like liquid courage.
Well, improve first of all because of the cousin thing. If we're gonna make the street, legal.
Okay, invent or
Inspire might make a lot of sense because alcohol inspires you to do silly things.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay, inspire, intuit.
You do usually have a different point of view when you're drunk.
Maybe. Create.
The best and worst ideas are usually created when you're drunk.
Well, no, that too. We can also make moonshine in our bathtub too.
He can create, but only if it's used to create alcohol.
Oh god,
Either that or
can only-
bravery.
guys, I'm trying not to laugh too hard because Mr. Diopsid's trying to sleep.
No, wake him up. He has to witness this amazing.
I'll show him Spirit the Elephant when we're done.
Definitely. I think I'll get a hoot out of it.
Okay, invent. This is basically repairing shit.
Yep, invents repairing. So inspire, basically you inspire emotions into the person. And for every heart you have, you can choose 2 emotions, which the carer knows how to inspire. So the emotions can be never be changed or taken back, so you have to choose wisely. So basically, that would be you inspire certain emotions in a person.
All right.
Intuit is the ability to discover and understand how others feel or think. Create is you create objects from pure curing energy. So you actually can manifest objects.
You will booze into existence.
Yeah.
Each heart equals 1 creation a day, though. So the more hearts, the more you can create at once.
All right. Invent.
Also, every carer, you also get create as a freebie, apparently.
Oh, all right.
Because everyone knows how to make at least something. Yep, invent is to invent or repair carrying devices. So that would be like the cloud cars, all the stuff they use in the show. The weird kind of like magic tech that they got.
Oh yeah.
The only one I
Bravery.
remember is the care meter because it's like a big thermometer with a heart on the top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
and the little cloud car thingies that they drive around in.
Yeah, those are about the
apparently-
only things I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
But apparently there are also rainbow rescue beams, which I guess those are like tractor beams.
It's like it'd be like beam us up, Proud Heart, and Proud Heart would be like he pulls the lever and they get up before I don't know, Dark Heart decides to destroy their ability to care by having them watch British soap operas or something equally stupid. I'm going to show you British television. It will make you not care. Nothing will make you care after watching this.
Oh, and Uncarer nets, which I guess they're like dog nets, but for Uncarers.
Yeah, it's like, the kindness, it burns. I can't get out of it. Ah!
It burns us! Ah! And okay, bravery, which is protecting, gives the carer the ability to protect him or herself from the uncaring power fear, and you can also shield others.
So yeah, it's basically kind of like the aura of courage that like a paladin would have. And then improve is you can channel curing energy into their own traits, which means you can augment your abilities that way. Cousins get this for free.
Huh.
Well, shit, that's great.
Well, it's the one they start with. And then there's hideaway, which allows you to hide from people paying attention from you. It's mainly used against uncarers or just for normal people because you're trying to hide from them a bit too.
And clear sight, which Spirit definitely does not have.
Oh god, no. They won't.
It's
Yeah.
basically saves against illusion.
And then leadership gives you the ability to share hearts with other teammates. So you can support each other a bit more. Leadership basically allows you to apply more hearts.
And then sorcery is you get to wield unholy powers.
You get to wield the power of the warp in your fist.
Oh, little Jenny is sad because her grandma died. Don't worry, I know necromancy.
Oh, Jesus.
Jenny, it's Granny.
Oh no! It's just the corpse that it can't talk. So it's like like a zombie.
So what you're saying is what's supposed to be a child show turns into a recreation of Pet Cemetery.
Yes.
Well, given the amount of seriousness this person chose to write the topic with, yes. And then there are the extras.
Special advance. Okay, yeah. So, what would the Word of Darkness equivalent of this be?
It's not attributes. It's not skills. It would be. Oh shit! It's the thing where you put like 7 in, and you had stuff like sanctuary and contact.
Yeah, that stuff.
I don't
It
forget.
might
I don't
it
remember
might
the
just
official
be
name.
resources, I think.
Something like resources. Yeah.
All right. So you have belief. Okay, so
So basically, having belief allows you to have humans believe in the carer. So if they don't believe in the carer, then you have to use dark magic to force them to believe. I will make you believe in me.
I like how you need to have 3 hearts in belief to affect scientists.
Scientists are evil because they don't know nothing about heart. Science equaled the think thunk. That means no
You
heart
need
for the think thunk.
you need
Yeah, they're
you
all a
need,
bunch of cold-hearted atheists.
you need 1 star in order to manipulate children into your thinking, and so you can convince them to come to care a lot.
Is it bad
But,
that what you just described, Biggie, makes me think they're almost more like Pennywise the Clown?
but unfortunately,
Come on to
instead of
Camelot, Georgie. They all float
but it's
here.
well, that's what I was gonna say. But instead of care a lot, it's a shallow grave.
Fan club. Oh god, the Pennywise comparison. They like form cults to sacrifice kids to Pennywise. One of you must be chosen to come to Camelot.
Only the difference is
will-
instead of Pennywise, it's Spirit the elephant. It kind of looks like the the character Smoochie from Death to Smoochie. It's like that. Like it's like a fucking mascot costume that's hollow and just filled with like human organs and viscera. The power of caring has brought me to you, children.
Oh boy, Rainbow Roller. Wait, could we make
But-
Dio the bear?
Oh, we might. Let's see.
Oh,
Rainbow
It is a
Roller
flying vehicle.
3 hearts as 2 plus can be summoned at will.
So you
Can
can
represents access or ownership of a single carrier capacity flying vehicle. This vehicle is stormed in the Carrot Cloud Kingdom. And blah blah blah. All right, so you have a car.
It's actually more like a flyer, kind of, like the things from. It's like a speeder, land speeder.
Okay.
You mean from that movie Star Wars: The Return of Rise of Luke Skywalker?
Well, hey, what would you like? Either that, I could have compared it to the one-man flyers from Barsoom, but you wouldn't have gotten that one.
Nope.
I'm just imagining them as like flying steamrollers.
Yeah, same here.
And they ride on rainbows they create.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, they lay out the rainbows. Like, they just drive them across the sky and it makes a rainbow.
I'm just now envisioning
yeah,
Heimdall from the fucking from Marvel Comics just frowning in annoyance as more of these rainbow bridges get made by these things. It's like now I gotta guard more of them. Damn it!
Cloud car represents okay, so again, cloud car, a rainbow rescue beam. Oh yeah, so it is a teleporter.
Does that mean we can get a Does that mean we can get a kind of the fly situation where you get fused with an Uncarer?
What if we just use the rainbow beam on the Uncarer and teleport him into a volcano? Why don't we just do that?
Because the Great Star doesn't will it.
Well, the Great Star's a fucking pussy.
The Great Star just takes your powers and makes you stop existing. Because the Great Star is a vengeful god.
Okay, famous, which a carrier's notoriety in the human world.
So apparently, I thought the point was you're supposed to not be seen by people.
apparently you can be.
Huh.
Buddies, which is just
Oh wait, I think the famous extra is like because I don't remember, but I bet like every other pathetic TV show from the 80s, like those cartoons, I bet they had random guest appearances from insert actor or famous person who's on their way to becoming irrelevant.
Oh yeah.
It's like how the Scooby-Doo movies had people like Don Knotts and Laurel and Hardy.
Who?
Well, Laurel and Hardy were dead, but Don Knotts is like even older.
Who?
They had the Harlem Globetrotters on there like 5 times.
Okay, home, your ability to defend. Adam, do you want to get this?
The home.
Yeah.
So home represents a character's ability to defend Carolot or the Forest of Feelings, which is where Spirit is forced to live in because no not bears allowed in Carolot. Whenever a character is present at home, his home extra contributes to the realm's rainbow shield, the only defense that keeps Uncarers out of those realms. Basically, you provide energy to the force field if you're at home. Like you go to your horrible ghetto in the forest, and you know he falls over in the tree hollow he fucking found, vodka bottle in hand, and just his drunken ass contributes at least like a little bit of energy to the shield.
Well, he doesn't even contribute energy. He just has a shotgun that he drunkenly fires.
It's a shotgun that fires joy.
And he and like and he Uncarers will like he just shoots at any Uncarers that try to enter his
And
like.
the Uncarers, when he shoots them, they're like, "What is this feeling?" And they're like smiling. I don't understand. It's joy and or alcohol. I don't know. I modified it when I modified it from an angry old man.
Well, no. The shotgun pellets he has are just like the Lucky Charms marshmallows, so they're all like hearts and rainbows. And
then, like, there's no blood because this is Care Bears, so like they just get shot and they're like, "Why do I feel joy? It hurts. It hurts." There's the Staroscope, which represents their skill in using a Staroscope. I don't know what that is. It's just
they locate sources of uncaring events. So
it's the thingy they look at to see sad children.
Okay, so like their spy satellite.
Their spy satellite to spy on children.
It allows you to watch them as they sleep.
You're not wrong.
That's right, little kids. The Care Bears are watching you just like the NSA. Kill them before they can kill you.
And then there's the converted carers. These are Uncarers who have been changed into carers that claim your carer as a friend. Converted carers can be powerful allies and also contribute to a carer's ability to learn sorcery. Because apparently uncaring allows you to become fucking dark wizards.
Cool.
Only one carer can claim converted carer status for a defeated uncarer. Wait, what? Leading to some tough decisions. Oh, only one person can pick. No carer may begin the game with hearts in converted carer. Converted carers may be counted on as resources for uncovering secrets and lore. The role and value of converted carer is up to the narrator. Carer has a number of converted carers equal to their hearts in converted carer. Ah, yes, spells.
All right.
I think I'm starting to die. So, do you think we can? It's a little short, but we're like right exactly at the halfway mark.
Yeah. This is a good place to call it.
Because my nose has been threatening to bleed this entire time.
Plus,
all right, remember everybody, you better give a damn or a care, or else the Care Bears are going to come to your house and kill your family.
Probably. I mean, they do Care Bear stare people to death in the show sometimes. I think it's been.
Yeah.
I think.
I know there's like the Care Bear stare and the Care Bear countdown.
Oh no! It's like a Clockwork Orange. They're gonna force your eyelids open and force you to care.
So much joy! No, it hurts. So yeah, next time. So next time we'll cover all the dark sorcery that these beings of vile chaos can create. And with luck, probably finish it in the same episode. I hope you guys had a very fun time.
Yep.
I love you.
Good night, everybody.